Sky look like different team with Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky have been a tale of two teams as of late. One team, without their young captain in all-star forward Angel Reese, continued its fall to nearly last place in the WNBA and won one game in the span of 7. The other claimed victory over the New York Liberty and almost stayed toe-to-toe with the Seattle Storm. One offered some hope in what has been an unexpectedly frustrating season for the Windy City squad. The other seemed desperate for a direction as it continued to spiral without some much-needed energy or scoring power. A once-falling Sky found itself frozen in place, if anything, after Chicago stood strong against the Storm on its home court. Though it still has some work to do before putting itself back together, it at least showed some signs of healing with a landmark victory over the 2024 champions. Without the ability to compete for a spot in the playoffs, it'll need to keep picking up the pieces and instilling as much hope as it can in the future before it works on putting the Sky back together in the off-season. One team with her, another without. The Sky have looked like a completely new team with their captain back at the helm. Chicago has completely flipped the script on offense in its two matchups since Reese has returned. The Sky scored 88 and 91 points against the Storm and Liberty, respectively, compared to never earning more than 78 during the rest of the month. They logged a season-high 30 assists in their matchup with Seattle, including 11 in their near 40-point fourth quarter, as they showed some creativity in the half-court. The Sky's newfound scoring surges, most importantly, kicked in just when they needed it most, right when they needed to keep the Liberty at bay and seal their second win of the month. At 9-26, it'll take a lot more to keep the Sky on the right track, even with their two hopeful matchups and a highlight game from Camila Cardoso. While it won't seem like the Sky will tighten up their defense anytime soon, it still remains a pressing issue even with one of the league's top rebounders at their disposal. Still, Chicago can at least take comfort in knowing things aren't all bad with Reese back in action, which can be one small step forward as it keeps searching for the right path for the future. Sky's Camila Cardoso's big-time game show massive potential. Down go the champs! The Chicago Sky claimed their first victory in just over 2 weeks in what may be the most exciting way possible, a 91-85 comeback win over the New York Liberty that saw a back-and-forth bout the Sky never backed away from. The frontcourt duo of Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso continued to spark hope in a fizzling season as they combined for 43 points and 25 rebounds. They guided the Sky to winning the battle on the interior as Chicago notched 52 paint points to New York's 26 and a full 15 more rebounds than its Eastern Conference opponents. New York big Jonquil Jones led the Libs with 25 points and 7 rebounds while hitting 5 of her 11 three-point tries. While the Sky don't have a postseason spot to fight for, they'll still have plenty to prove as they move to an off-season that could be a chance to turn the tide in their favor. Chicago has 9 wins on the season, including quality victories over the Liberty and Minnesota Lynx. It has 9 games to continue showing what it's made of and gauge how it can keep boosting its young core. Thankfully, things are at least starting to look up for the sputtering squad, who still have a ways to go before passing their record from last season. Cardoso shows sky-high potential against Liberty. Cardoso couldn't have picked a better time to put her potential on full display. She earned tough offensive rebounds and second-change opportunities against the Liberty's bigs, including a former Sky All-Star in Emma Meesman. Her playmaking skills created a few opportunities for her front-court partners down low as she threaded the needle on a few quick passes. The 6'7" center would go on to earn her 10th double-double of the season and her first since a win over the Washington Mystics earlier this month, when she excelled in scoring inside and finished the night with 16 points. Chicago's future as a whole hangs in the balance of its young big duo, who have shown plenty of positive signs since Reese first returned to the floor in a close Tuesday loss. Reese will ultimately serve as the main foundation for a transitioning Sky squad, but it will be up to Cardoso to continue growing as her front-court partner for the future with the willingness to be a dominant force on the inside. Should she continue to control the inside as she did in Thursday's win and be more assertive as a big, the Sky could be one step closer to contention with room to add guard help through the draft and beyond. Cardoso will have another opportunity to keep shining when the Sky take on the Connecticut Sun at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Saturday in Wintrust Arena. The game will be broadcast on the U.